So hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and the Acolytes have returned yet again. Now the Acolytes are essentially a world boss with a massive amount of global health. When the Acolyte first shows up, nobody knows where it actually is, it's just on a random mission. But when someone finds it and defeats it, it will mark it on the navigation, at which point everyone can go there and try and defeat it as many times, getting a lot of loot and decreasing its global health. Once its global health reaches 0, it, unsurprisingly, dies. However, that's not where you get the loot. You get loot every time you defeat it in a mission. Now, there is 6 Acolytes in total: Angst, Malice, Mania, Misery, Torment, and Violence, and they have some unique drops that you, for the most part, can't get anywhere else. Things like Argon Scope, Bladed Rounds, and Maiming Strike. And honestly, it's about damn time they showed up again, because the prices of some of these mods, especially things like Maiming Strike, have gone up quite a bit lately. Now, there are a couple of mods that are better than the other ones and are generally more useful, so if you don't want to farm all of them or you don't have the time for rifles, I would recommend Argon Scope and Bladed Rounds. These require you to aim down sights, but they are awesome for crit weapons, because Bladed Rounds is going to give you crit damage on kill, and Argon Scope is going to give you crit chance on headshot. An Argon Scope drops from Torment and Misery, and Bladed Rounds drops from Misery and Violence. Now, some people also like the secondary and shotgun versions of these, which would be Laser Sight and Hydraulic Crosshairs for Argon Scope, and Sharpened Bullets and Shrapnel Shot for Bladed Rounds, but I don't really like those because most of the time they're not worth using over another mod. But they drop from the same Acolytes as Argon Scope and Bladed Rounds, so you'll most likely get them as well. Then for melee, I would definitely recommend trying to get Maiming Strike, which just gives you a flat 90% bonus crit chance on a slide attack. So if you put it on a weapon that has at least 10% crit chance, you will have a guaranteed crit with a slide attack. And this one drops from Misery and Violence as well. Then I would definitely recommend going for Weeping Wounds, which is going to increase your status chance as you build up your combo counter, and this one drops from Mania and Misery. And finally, there are 2 melee mods that I would kind of recommend going for, and those are Blood Rush and Body Count. These 2 mods are the best combo to put on any crit melee weapon. Body Count is going to increase your combo timer, so it's very easy to sustain, and Blood Rush is going to give you crit chance based on your combo counter, so as you build up your combo, you will get more and more crit. And Body Count drops from Angst and Misery, and Blood Rush drops from Misery and Torment. Now, the reason why I said kind of recommend going for them is because you can also get Blood Rush from the Orokin Moon Spy Mission or the Lua Spy Mission Pavlov, and while Body Count is good, we have Drifting Contact, which you can get from high-level Nightmare missions, which is also going to increase your combo timer, but it's also going to give you a little bit of status chance. So while both of these mods are really good, you can use Drifting Contact instead of Body Count, and you can farm Blood Rush outside of this event. And before I end the video, I just want to say that I have no idea if all the Acolytes are going to show up, because sometimes just like 2 or 3 of them show up, and then you can't farm all the mods, and it's kind of annoying. But if all of them show up, these are the mods that I would go for. At the time of recording, only Angst is active, so you can farm Body Count, Repeated Clip, Spring-Loaded Chamber, and Pressurized Magazine, but the other Acolytes may show up later. So if you don't have these mods already and you want to get them, I would definitely pay attention to the Acolytes. And that's pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching as always, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.